I wouldn't have minded some sunshine today because I'm not feeling chipper. I'm feeling down. Now, yesterday, I felt better because I did something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but just, you know how it is when you know you have to do something and you have everything that you need to do that thing, I mean, you just don't do it. Yeah, that was me. Because my my baseboards in the bedroom get your nails out of my pants. Really? Thank you. The baseboards across from my bed, I noticed that they needed some touch up. Um, Places where nails had been hammered in, places where there was a ridge and it was an edge. But obviously, some things had bumped into that baseboard, and I could see at night when there's light on, not in the daytime. I never noticed it in the daytime, which is why it stayed that way. But at night, when it was reflecting, the light was reflecting off it. I noticed. Can you shut up, Julia? I have water. I will deal with you. Get it? Seriously. No, you don't give a shit. Okay, there we go. It gets to a point where, the annoyance is just a bit too much. So, this has been bugging me for months, months and months and months. I see it every night. So I don't know, I don't have a paintbrush. I just need a little touch up. I just need some Q-tips. I had no more Q-tips. Used up all my Q-tips because, who needs Q-tips, right? Julia, shut up. All this talking and no action. Yeah. So I mentioned it to Mimi and she gave me two Q-tips. So I had the two Q-tips. I have the paint, and still the Q-tips were sitting on my medicine cabinet so that I wouldn't lose them, and I wasn't doing anything about it. The day before yesterday, I was in the utility room, and I said, "Oh, by the way, where's my paint? Where's my brown paint?" And I spotted it, so I brought it to the front. I said, "Okay, it's right here. I have access to it." So this pushed me. I could no longer ignore the fact that I had the paintbrushes, I had the paint. I have lots of time. So I went and I opened the paint. That's always the thing, is opening the paint can, because I don't have an actual paint can opener. I have to use a screwdriver. And I just find that enough to keep me from doing it. Well, I did it. I opened the paint can. First of all, I shook it up, I rolled it around, I got it, ready. Then I opened it. I spread my protective layer on the floor just in case. It's when you think that you're not going to make any mistakes, that's when you make a mistake. So everything, my drop sheet was down. It's just a short area. It's just a small amount. It's just a few daubs of paint, but it's a whole can of brown paint. Yeah. So I opened it up, put it on the drop sheet, got my Q-tip, and did it. I did it. I'm not going to explain anymore. I did it. All those little daubs, all those little white spots or brown spots, whatever, where there wasn't sufficient paint. When I looked at it last night in the light of my lamp, it was perfect. That made me feel happy. But then this morning, I just didn't feel it. There was snow on the ground when I woke up. It's not just overcast, there are dark clouds in the sky. At some point, it was raining. And, just that kind of weather, depressing. So I was not feeling very up. And then I got an email. It said that the CRA has something for me to look at. I went, you're kidding. Gio, he's screaming. I don't know why he does that. Anyway, the government was telling me that I should look at my account because I had, mail in there. Oh, okay. I have my income tax back already. They said 2 to 4 weeks. It hasn't been 2 weeks. It's only been a week. Holy smokes. I thought maybe there's trouble, so I got everything looked at and I went around and I logged in and there it was. So not my money in, but notice of my income tax return and that my money has been deposited on April 3rd. Has been deposited on April 3rd. How can that be? It's not April 3rd yet. Anyway, I mean, okay, cool. So I started looking at the details of it, and it wasn't big deal. Look at the details. And wait a minute, that's not the number. It's the wrong number. It's a different number from what Mimi told me. So I'd already logged out. I logged back in. I looked at it again. I read the whole thing. Oh, okay. Interesting. And logged out again. And then it was time for my groceries to arrive because I had made an appointment for them to get delivered this morning, Monday. I was chatting with Mimi for some reason. Oh yeah, I then went upstairs and told her I went up this morning and told her when it was coming, just so that she knows, so that the baby isn't in bed and the doorbell rings or anything like that. So, anyways, it was like 10:30, and I put my phone up and watching the front door. I thought, hasn't come yet. I'll keep an eye on it. So I was watching that. And I thought, let me look at the history, because you can for that doorbell cam, you can look at the last time a car passed. So I clicked on that for it to show me the car passing, and the car had been pulling out of our driveway. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me look at that again. That's not my son's car. And I looked at it again, and it was a random other car. So I quickly went upstairs and saw that all my groceries had already been delivered. No notice, thanks. Just put it in the front on the front porch and don't tell anybody about it. Cold enough that it doesn't matter, but come on. Anyway, I started carrying it in when I noticed that the garbage cans were rolling down the street. So I quickly let Mimi know that our garbage cans were escaping. All right, I forgot to put that up. I do that every time. Okay. That's warmer. Yeah, so she went and captured the garbage cans, and I proceeded to put everything downstairs or in the freezer. Yes. So then I told her about my income tax coming in, and that it had said that there was a difference, and that it had explained why, but that her number was wrong. And she said, "Oh, why is that?" So I could tell she was curious, and she was going to come downstairs and check it out herself. So I said, "You want to see it?" She says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let's go and see it." So we came down here, logged in again, and she was able to see that the form that had caused some problems and was the reason for her changing it from TurboTax to Wealthsimple, that form was the cause for the difference in the numbers. And it wasn't that it was lower or wrong, is that it was wrong, it was higher. I was getting more back. Because this form was a payment that has been given or should have been given to all of us over the years. And so it should have been dealt with a number of tax seasons. So the change was them giving me money from the previous tax as well as this one, because that discrepancy had been noted. So the problem was a problem because they haven't been giving me the right amount of money. And I got more money back. Yay. So even though I don't have the money, I would like to use it for a vacation this summer. And I proceeded to ask her if she would like to come with me on a vacation. And so we discussed that briefly. But anyway, I'm in a better mood. You didn't even get any of the bad mood that I was in, the depressed mood that I was in. I'm still not in a great mood, but definitely in a better mood, because I wasn't really thinking about being able to afford this vacation because trains are too expensive. But if the possibility is there that someone can drive with me, and apparently my son still has vacation time, if we all can go on vacation to visit my sister and perhaps my aunt, to Quebec or, the East Coast. Why not? So I offered it. I'm sure I won't be doing any vacationing further on down the line because I'm just too worried about not having enough money in my life, because I don't know what my health situation is going to be down the line, and I do not want to use up my money. I would rather have it there for when it's needed rather than be scrambling for money and in awful situations because I don't have enough money. I don't have a lot of money. I never earned a lot of money. This here is because of my son. Yes, it's my money, but it's in a house that they bought. My house has been placed into this house, a large portion of it, and there's my apartment. I don't have money. I have an easy lifestyle because of my son and my daughter-in-law. Otherwise, I would have worries. Yeah. So anyway, I've made the offer. If they don't want to do it, then I don't know what I'll do, because there's no way I'm traveling by bus. I'd have to see what the cost is of just to Montreal or to Valleyfield, I guess. Anyway, that's the situation as it stands. My vacation money came through. Yay. The money that I only just started thinking about. And hopefully that works out this summer, because my sister's not getting any younger. She's not getting any younger. And Mimi has never been to their house. So she might as well meet the whole family. I would like that a lot.